Alright, so we have our A-shaped R right here in this box, in this tripentatonic overlay of the A, D, and the E shape. Okay, remember A, the fourth of A is D, letter in caged. The fifth of A is E, letter in caged. The majors work pretty good like that, you know, but there's some other considerations that we'll have to come across. If I have a chance, I'll explain that to you. I've explained it in lessons before. You have to get the next best thing, such as hitting the F in the E shape in the scale itself, where you get that EE, that little E into the big E. Okay, I don't want to lose anybody by not having a chart to demonstrate what I'm talking about. You know, because people are usually with the guitar in their hand when they're teaching, they're just straighten this stuff out in their own head almost, you know, which is nice. I like to listen to people make sense to themselves, you know, because it helps them, you know, and then they can eventually help you. So let's move on to the second minor, all right, because this is all about the Dorian here, 2, 4, 6, all right. So the scale is going to be 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. All right, there's a nice root Dorian chord up there, right? So we start on the 2, maybe it'll be here, I think. Same notes. That's good. So the root has given us, you know, a unique shaped chord there. Well, where is that chord? How can we play that chord? Okay. Well, certainly we've got an A minor shaped D minor here in second inversion 6, 2, 4. Okay, and that's important to recognize. So once we start it up here, all right, we're going to have this 6, 2, 4 up here. All right, so that's a good chord to know. But the point is, according to the minor rule, what we're going to play over that is the next CAGED shape up, which will be the C shape. All right. So which one of these boxes covers that? Well, guess what? This G one looks like it's the closest fit here. All right. This big giant G box. All right. Right here, this big giant G box here, because this covers the length of the box. So even though we've got a C-shaped A minor, an A minor shaped second minor here, it's second minor because it's 6, 2, because of the numbers involved. It's A minor because it's shaped like an A minor. Remember our regular A minor? The 6th of the C in the CAGED. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. So let's just take a pause. All right, I had to think about it for a second. Now, the C minor shape here, okay, in this big box that we had outlined there for a second. I'm sorry I don't keep the outlines very long. It's because they don't follow the zoom with the software. So you follow the minor rule, which is go to the next shape up. So a C minor shape, the encapsulating CAGED major shape would be the next letter up in a pentatonic scale, which would be the D, and the D falls on the fourth, and all of them actually are the position of the fourth. So with the D minor, now we clearly have, let's get away from the arpeggios for a second and just look at the Dorian stuff. The Dorian arpeggios are in purple. They're either light purple or they're dark purple. All right, the Ionian ones are either like mustard red or mustard, the other kind of mustard red. And they're just different shades of the same color, so that you don't mix up this arpeggio with this arpeggio. So you have the Dorian arpeggio here in the light purple, and then there's the Dorian arpeggio here in the dark purple. And these are different inversions, starting on different inversions. So this one starts on the 6. It's kind of a second inversion arpeggio, you know. So this will be a second inversion chord here, a 6 2 4, right? I hope. And this, you know, each arpeggio starts on a different inversion. And I've got one for all three. These actually do cover all three inversions. That's why this one's focused just on the Dorian and the Ionian, and the half diminished is just add the 7. So you'll see that colored in blue. All right, so what I wanted to say was the D minor shape is going to be the next shape up, and it's going to be the fourth. All of the substitutions for the Dorian minors are going to be major fourths that are one pentatonic scale in the C pentatonic scale letter number up. So say you're playing a D minor here, right, in any key, second, sixth, or fourth. If it's the key of G, it would be A, C, second, fourth, or sixth. It would be A, C, or E. In the key of C, it's A, D, F. Okay, but it's 6 2 4 here. Everybody knows how to play. You should know how to play a D minor. All right, you just go to a chord chart, and it'll tell you how to play a D minor. So this is it. This is the familiar D minor. It looks like a D. Here's a D, R, 4, 6. Don't worry about the letters. But like I said, the minor rule says it's going to be on a fourth, okay, of the major of the next pentatonic scale letter up. So here's a D-shaped 4 major. All right, here's a D-shaped 4 minor. All we've really done is lowered this to here. So we've just lowered the one of them got lowered. The fourth got lowered. This, okay. Now that's interesting that this is the 6th and this is the 4th, but this note particularly, you know, gets lowered to make that minor. So that would take it out of key. All right. So if this is the 4th, essentially, which would be the root, the 4, and the 6, and you lowered this 6, that would become an F minor. Okay, so take it out of key. That's why I got a little confused there. But because everything got to be in key with me, you know, until otherwise. We'll cover that. So this is your D minor shape here. All right, and it's going to be in the E major area and the E fourth. So this is why we can find the E fourth. There it is. There's the E4. I was an E4 in the Army. See, doesn't have any rank on it because I'm a civilian, but I was only in for 2 years, but it was the best 2 years of my life. So so that's what I always tell everybody. It really was. It really was. I really enjoyed it. Lifeguarding on the ocean, couldn't stand up to running